Yeah, so, we did, as you said, we stood firm on the millage rate this year. But if you recall last year, I actually advocated for them to roll the millage rate back so that people could start to experience at
That's
least
right.
a little bit of relief. I think that we are not good stewards of the community that we have been elected of if we continue to prioritize pet projects over the
Yep.
ability for our community members to actually not even thrive at this point, just to survive, to not have
Yep.
their property auctioned off at the courthouse step because you decided you wanted, something extra at a ball field or whatever. It's like, no, you just may not be able to get that pet project this year. You may not have an extra $2 million to give to somebody else so that you can get your name scrolled across some cute little building somewhere. What does
Exactly.
that mean for anybody if your residents cannot eat, if they cannot heat their houses? I think because of the work that I do, I see it on a daily basis. Like people are like, oh, it's just $20, it's just $40. Well, for a lot of Douglas County's population, that $40 is the difference between lights and internet in your house. That
That's
is the
right.
difference between can I get to work this week and can I feed my children? And people are like, oh, well, you get subsidies and you get this benefit and you get that benefit from the government. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on in your household. There's four people that live in mine. And if my SNAP benefit was $136 a month, that's pretty much not feeding anybody past
Right.
the first week of the month. Every dollar, every cent counts. I was astounded to find out that 33% of Douglas County residents have one or no car. These are individuals who work every single day, full-time employed. You can't even do that's like such a basic thing that you take for granted. You get in your car, you crank it up, you drive off. You don't have to worry about that. And so when we're talking about raising the millage rate, I think the proposal was 3 mills. That's $500 or $600 on most people's tax bills. That could
Yep.
wipe out a family's livelihood out for the year. I just don't think it's appropriate to play with that. People's ability to live is not a game. When we're having conversations where our EMTs, our firefighters can't even live in Douglas County, I don't want my, firefighters coming from two counties over because that's where they can afford to live. They need to be here.
Exactly.
And so I think that we need to take that in consideration. And I think any discussion of raising the tax rate, if you don't have an articulable plan for what you are going to do with that overage and how it is going to benefit every citizen that lives in the confines of Douglas County, then the conversation is a non starter. Leave it alone.